Hey guys, it's Krista Tyus here, and in today's video, I want to talk about some tips and strategies on how you can build a multiple six-figure enroll agent firm. So welcome. If you're new to me, my name is Krista, and I'm an enroll agent by the Internal Revenue Service, and I also help EAs, tax professionals, bookkeepers, accountants, CPAs, and financial coaches get more clients utilizing Facebook and LinkedIn. So a lot of you may know, you've watched my previous video where I gave you a little snippet of like my enroll agent journey, right? This little 10-minute video. I try to link it below this one, but I really just went over the step-by-step process. Well, in this video, I really want to talk about, should you get your EA license? Should you even go down that route? Is it worth it? Okay, so the very first thing that I want to say is absolutely yes, it's worth it. I'm going to give you a few reasons why. So number one, you're just going to be much more knowledgeable than the average tax professional. So there are over 1.2 million tax professionals just in the United States alone, and only about 62,000 of them are enroll agents. So that's less than 20% of the active P10 holders are EAs. So it's not, a heavily sought after designation, right? That's 19% of the total professional population of tax professionals, right? So it's really going to help you differentiate yourself, not by just having a license or a credential, okay, but really help you differentiate yourself by way of knowledge, right? There's no way that if I didn't have my EA license when I first got into business, that I would have excelled as fast as I did. And here's the reason why. I was able to take on a much higher level client, right? My very first year in the business, I would say about 14 months within the business, I was getting clients that were making over $1 million in revenue. I was handling estate and trust taxes. And there's no way in hello that I would have been able to do that had I not had the tax knowledge to even take on those type of clients. I remember very vividly that I had a client reach out to me in email and had over $1 billion in assets and wanted to talk about it was like a trust or a gift transfer, okay, and what the taxes would be, what applicable taxes would be, and what strategies would be best for him to take. And this blew my mind because I couldn't have attracted that type of clientele if I was just some tax professional doing this on the side, right? I couldn't have attracted those types of clients that were paying me $1,500, $1,800 to do their taxes if I was just some run-of-the-mill tax professional who just decided to get into this business and not invest in my education, not invest in my knowledge. So the very first thing that I want to tell you and why it's important is, one, you're going to be much more knowledgeable. When you go for your enroll agent license, you have to be proficient in all three areas. So you have to be proficient in individual tax law, business tax law, as well as representation. And it holds you and your clients to a higher level of excellence. And that's what's important here. Not the fact that, because right now, and I'm going to just say it, it's really easy to get into taxes, right? People think it's a quick hustle. I'm just going to get in here. I'm going to make $20,000, $30,000, and I'm going to do something else, right? And that's cool for certain people. But if this is a business that you want to build long-term, sustainable, an asset that you're going to be able to eventually sell down the line or pass on to your children, you want to get into this business for the long term, not for the short term. So while back in the day, I used to want to grow my tax business to over 1,000 clients. I used to be like, man, if I can just grow by 200 more clients this season, if I can grow by 300 more clients, oh man, I'm going to make so much money, right? And what I found is that as I got a little older, got a little bit more mature, that you can make more money working with less clients. Right? Let me say that again. You can make more money working with less clients by just providing more value, being more knowledgeable in how to make and save your clients money, really knowing the best tax reduction strategies, the legal tax loopholes, right? On that's going to help them reduce their tax liability or legally increase their refund, okay? None of those fudging the numbers. We don't fudge the numbers, okay? But legal tax reduction strategies. So when I did that, I was able to attract these businesses that were making over $1 million, over $2 million, that had hundreds of millions of dollars in assets because they trusted me and they knew that I held myself to a higher level of excellence, right? So that's the very first thing. The second thing is when you become an enrolled agent, you're actually able to represent taxpayers all over the country, right? So this means that you can work on more complex tax matters that just run-of-the-mill tax professionals can't really service and take on that type of work. One, they wouldn't even be proficient enough to do it. And two, they couldn't do it as far as representing them before the Internal Revenue Service. So I wrote down a list of services that you'll be able to do. So one, offering compromise. So this is where, if you go through the offering compromise qualifier and, you've interviewed your client, if they don't have any assets and they really don't have the ability to pay the Internal Revenue Service on their tax debt, then you can help your client settle or reduce or eliminate their tax debt by the Internal Revenue Service. And you can only provide this service if you are an EA, a CPA, or a tax attorney. Now, the great part about this is that becoming a CPA and a tax attorney, you have to have equivalent to a master's degree in most states and at least 2 years of accounting experience. To become an EA, it's just going to take you some hard work, a few months of studying to become proficient in these 3 areas of tax law, and you can service clients at a much higher level, right? So we're not talking about going to school for 4 years, right? Or having to go back to university or having to put in so many, hours, blood, sweat, and tears trying to become an EA. You literally can do this within a matter of months and a few late nights and hard work, and you can become licensed, okay? Now, when you do that, you can also incorporate other services, right? So I have written here penalty abatement. Quite often people may pay their taxes late, or they may file certain forms late with the Internal Revenue Service. So you can help your clients abate their penalties. You can get your clients in installment agreements, partial pay installment agreements. You can handle tax lien discharges, tax lien withdrawals, wage garnishment release, right? These are all financial problems that real life people go through. I used to work at Chase Bank and Bank of America, and every single day it seemed like someone was coming in saying that they were being garnished by the IRS, right? Their checking account or their savings, oh my God, was garnished. The money was taken, right? So you can help people actually get these wage garnishments off, help them release these tax liens, and really help them get them on the right path with the Internal Revenue Service. Okay, bank levy release, innocent spouse release, currently non-collectible. So if your clients, let's just say they have too much assets or they don't qualify for an offering compromise, but they still don't have the ability to pay the Internal Revenue Service every single month, then you can help them get on what's called a currently non-collectible status, where the IRS will suspend collection activity. They still incur interest, but at least your client can sleep at night knowing that they don't have the IRS pounding, with, on-demand letters and really stressing them out, right? And then you aren't limited to the federal government. So typically 9 times out of 10, if clients have federal tax issues, they probably have state tax issues, and they probably have a local tax issues. So you're able to take on these clients, work at a much higher level, charge your worth, charge your value, and get paid and work with less clients. So you're less stressed out, and you're just working smarter and not harder, okay? And then some other things that I put down here, you can also go to collection appeals, administrative appeals, and you can also think about doing maybe some property tax appeals if you really want to work on a state level and really help people with their property taxes and things like that. So those are just the main reasons. One, you're going to have a higher level of knowledge. You're going to be able to work at a higher level of excellence for your clients. And then you're also going to be able to take on more higher level work for your clients, doing those offering compromises, helping people reduce their tax debt or eliminate it, and getting paid for your value, getting paid for your work. So I do want to give you guys an open invitation. So right now we are currently accepting members into our program, Tax and Accounting Clients on Demand. So it's more than just a marketing program. Right now, we're really building out a robust enrolled agent platform within our marketing program. So not only are we going to be teaching you how to become an EA, helping you with study guides, helping you with practice exams and worksheets, and really me just being here to answer your questions, we're also going to help you build out your EA firm. So if you want to know how to do an offer in compromise, you want to know how to find tax resolution clients. There are over 10 million people that have back tax issues, right? So the market is there. You just have to know how to find them. So we're building this out right now in our program, Tax and Accounting Clients on Demand. We're going to help you find tax resolution clients. We're going to help you get your EA license. We're really going to help you build out your EA firm so you can make hundreds of millions of dollars. Ooh, hundreds of thousands of dollars. So that'd be cool if you made hundreds of millions, hundreds of thousands of dollars per year with your EA firm. So I'm going to put the link below. If you want to get registered, we're currently open for enrollment. We have a special enrollment price for you guys to get all of this goodness, all of this mentoring, and all of this knowledge within one system, within one mentorship program. And I'm going to put the link below. Get signed up. I'm going to personally help you grow your EA firm, get EA clients, get your tax resolution clients, help you figure out how to navigate this process. And guys, as always, if you have any questions, drop them below, and I'll see you in the next video.